Hello, this is Chiak. We are back with the Painscreek Killing. I'm trying to remember what I need to do. Actually, you know what? Let's just check our inventory. So I did open the briefcase. I did open the briefcase, right? But yeah, I still got this locket, which... Oh wait, no, I used it on... Excuse me as I try to remember what in the world I have left. Oh, okay, here we go. I have this left. There's the chess pieces. The code for Charles' safe. It's actually been some time. Secret underground passage. That's to the hospital. Hidden room and study room. We already got that. So it's really just a secret room in in the church. Future Detective Scott. Just like, do you look like Scott? So we have three suspects. I'm still counting Derek because he kind of just went away, even though he seemed shocked by Scott's death in his diary. I can't exactly put that down, though. I think we did get the achievement for finishing his story. Wait. Did I get that before I got that achievement? I think I got that achievement before I read that diary entry, didn't I? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. The other is the butler, whose name, I'm sorry, I cannot remember. But he had a thing for Vivian. So there's a possible motive. The other one, I guess, is Father Matthews. He's really the only one left off on the list. Basically, it's all the people that are left on the list. So I think those are all the stories I have not finished yet. Oh no, Matt, okay, well, this is Scott's reasoning. Some people are already dead, so obviously we can't go with that. Charles, I don't see how. I don't see how it could be Charles, but if Charles found out that his mother planned the murder, not his mother, if Charles found out that Vivian planned the murder of his mother, I can understand that, but then killing off Scott, Trisha, well, Trisha was a byproduct, but yeah. Like, that's the only other motive that I could think of. Okay. I mean, we have a bunch of things we can do, so I say let's head to the mansion. You know what? Yeah, because if we head to the mansion, because Bernard's place is close by anyway, so it works out. So I still need the key to that, which I'm pretty sure I've picked up everything. See, now I'm paranoid. Did I pick up everything? Was everything in that briefcase? Picture, read, nothing else here. There's no hidden compartment in this, just making sure. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Post office that way. You know what, that works out because this is the way to the hospital, so we can just cut through the stairway where I, for the longest time, was bypassing the entrance to the sewer. I'm honestly amazed just like how closely I end up missing that particular entrance. The foliage perfectly covers it. Unless you like turn, if you're at that specific point, turn and look and see, oh, never mind. Yeah, because I think in the house, this is the only thing left, if I am correct. I know I'm very close to the end here, so I don't quite know. What the hell? I can hear, okay. I was like, why am I hearing the sound of fluorescence? Ooh, the sheriff's case. That's the other thing we can look at. Oh, what am I doing? It's on this. Totally forgot about the. Wait, do I have that? The sheriff's case. I have to relook at the evidence that I've got. Okay. Not picture. Maybe is picture. Is picture. Oh wait, this is code for Charles' safe in the gallery is Vincent's birthday. How could I not have thought about that? Okay, these are two things. And then this is for the sheriff's case file. My bad. So I need to go to diary then. Vincent... Sophia. Does Sophia talk about it? Or should I go to Charles Roberts? I feel like the entry was in Charles Roberts. $1974. Baby daughter is born today. I have a name for our child. I never thought this would have happened. Wherever Sophia is babysitting Trisha, she would listen to everything I had to say. Okay. Just making sure. I imagine she would write in her diary, but for some reason in my head, I'm remembering him talking about it, but okay, yeah, it's 1993. So Sophia, you only have one entry, or sorry, one diary. Received letter, my baby is born June 1st, 75. 6175. Isn't a 5-digit code? So 061, no, 6-digit code. 060175. What? Isn't that... Did I write it wrong? It looks just... Yeah. 060175. What does Charles think his baby's born? 74. No, 75. Zero 070675? Should I try that? Okay. Hold on. Hold on. The code for Charles' safe in the gallery is Vincent's birthday. I clearly have a different... Unless the baby wasn't actually born on June 1st. Like, but born on a different day. That's just when... That's the day when she could write in her diary. I don't know. Nothing is working, and this is not going the way I want it to. Yeah. But I know I based on some of the things I can open now, I mean, it's hard to say. I want to say this is the last set. That, or it could be possibly split up into 2 sets, depending on how far I want to go. Because there is the box in the box that Father Matthew had her Sophia's birthday present. There's that. I don't know, am I gonna find like, or do I find Scott Brooks' birthday in his maybe the sheriff's case files or something? Okay. Right, that's open. So we need to head to pictures. So really 50 plus 60 is 110. And that's a double of 18. I also don't know because, like, I remember I've been looking at it so long that I already recall. They say, like, the last and first throws are double? Which, not gonna lie, I mean, if I do, I'm just using my calculator. This is laziness. It's a triple digit. Yeah, 146. Which... plus 501 still is just a 3-digit number. I don't know whether to add the 501 or not. And this is the part I don't know, which is, like, how do I know which is the last number? Unless, are those chess pieces for... I mean, I don't see anything to denote chess pieces. Okay. So yeah, there's like the 501 score value, starting score value. But then they also say players must start and finish with a double scoring dart. Unless they mean they must start at the double ring. So it's not that the score is doubled. But that you have to aim the dart at the double ring. So, like, this is where the score starts, and then everything else is go. It's like, was it must start and finish, or must start or finish with a double scoring dart? It's supposed to, and an or. That's a big difference. So I'm just wondering, what is it supposed to be? Excuse me as I quickly. How do I delete? I got a little spam text, and I'm just gonna get rid of this now. Delete. Move to trash. There you go. What throws me off is like because the number still isn't very all that high. Still six. I get 647. I'm just gonna check my history that I'm doing this correctly. 647. That's including the 501. I mean, I guess we should just try. Oh, we already have the. Okay, and then it's a 2, so minus 11? Sorry, minus 9. Again, not very. So 647 minus 9. Six 38. 38? 38? Yeah, I didn't think that's it. I mean, it's that or it's what I originally thought, which was that the dart, any of these darts here are really. So we have 60, 18, 20, 36. And then this one, 100, I guess, if we're going a double scoring system. Oh, wait. I'm writing the original score. My bad. Sorry, 50. So if they're double, it's 120. If they're... This is double. Okay, don't want to think about that. 100. 36 doubles. We got 60... 100... No, sorry. 60 plus 12... 72. 36 times 2, right? No. I'm doing this wrong. No, I'm not. 30 times 2 is 60. 6 times 2 is 12, so 72. Okay. I mean, those are our possible combinations. So, I actually don't know how many darts need to be thrown. Is it just 3 darts in total? I have to read this again. Standard version of the game. Aim is to finish with as low as a score. Trying to see if it says anything. When the player has thrown their 3 darts, their score is added up. Okay. Okay, so... Because it says specifically the score. So I'm assuming I have to do this double score thing. So I have many possible potential solutions. So... Okay, if the bullseye was first and the 36 was last. Oh my god. This is gonna be a mess. 36. So that score is 733. Again, none of these quite... Should I just be... Because none of these, that's my main issue. None of these really go above a certain... They don't go, they just stay at 3 digits. Like, no matter, so far I've chose the highest valued number. And I can already... Like, this next one isn't going to do anything. So unless the first digit is 0. And... Ugh. I do not like this. Okay. Anyway, 72 plus 120 plus the 50. This is very messy looking. Okay, well, here's my 3 number combination here. So I have 743, 757, 733. I don't see how any of this is going to work. Because I got a feeling that's not. Okay, so 743 minus 9. Okay. I'm gonna look this up if none of this. 757. Actually, let's 33. Okay, and the last one I can do. So this would be 8. Yeah. That's what the problem is, like, yeah, I'm not quite sure how to add up these scores. I really don't understand how to add up these scores. Maybe there is a photo of the position of all 5 darts somewhere. All 5 darts. 5 darts. I just see 3. It says access to letterbox 201 and Anne's Inn. Interesting. So I can't even technically do this one yet. Because I don't have... Why would it be a picture of 5 darts? I have no other keys. That's the thing. Yeah, I just have my tools now. What? I honestly would not have thought it was 5 darts. Because... But then that would make the most sense in order to get the number value high enough. It doesn't help that on the floor there's only 1 red dart, so in that sense it ends up misleading me. Actually, this would be... Okay, so... That means I just have the sheriff's thing left. Well, I don't have just have the sheriff's thing left, but I don't know. I clearly do not know Vincent's birthday. So I don't know if the game is just holding on me because I haven't found that information yet. Oh, this way. Okay, but at least we very easily got the code for one of these things. It just... I'm questioning in my head because why in the world have the dart photo in the briefcase, but this is not the solution. It's like, why? Was there something on the back of the picture that I didn't read? Okay, I'm just gonna delete this because I don't need this photo anymore. Okay. Sorry, I need this. 7741. Probably easier to go that way, but too late. 774. Wow, this is really bare. To Sheriff Howard, the crack in Vivian Roberts' skull shows that the weapon used is an object with a heavy and sharp end. Something like an axe would fit the description. To cause a crack that big, the attacker must be rather strong. I'm assuming it's either a man or strong woman who is experienced in the use of the weapon. The victim must have been facing the attacker because of the laceration found on the front of her torso, as well as the backside of both forearms, showing that she tried to block the attack by holding up her arms. The fatal strike landed on the right side of the victim's head, just above her right eyebrows. This clarifies the following: 1. That the victim was facing the killer. 2. That the killer was strong enough to land such a clean but deadly blow, and 3. That the killer is left-handed. Is it Charles then? Since the murder weapon was never recovered and confirmed, my assumption of it being an axe still remains. Since this is me doing you a solid, do not, under any circumstances, leak this information or I'll be in big trouble. The guys here in Grand City don't want anyone more than necessary to know about these details. Hope the above information helps. So did Charles Roberts kill his wife? I'm just thinking maybe it was Bernard who ended up killing Scott. Because I was just assuming it was all the work of one killer, but if Bernard thinks Scott killed Vivian, then maybe... And then Trisha just ended up being collateral damage, so to speak. That's because that one diary entry goes into detail. Because the only left-handed person I know is Charles Robert. Whose diary entry was it? It was one Mary Martinez, 1995. Left wrist swollen pretty badly. When I asked, he fell during rock climbing, twisted his left hand. Okay. Well, I can't get rid of that because that has the note, but... Oh wait, I never actually took a picture of the safe, so I don't have to delete. I don't have to delete that photo. Ugh. Well, the killer's left-handed. Okay. So... What can I do now? June 1st, 75. Unless it's just 6/1/1975. It's the only other thing I can think of for that. Six one 1975. Oh my god, that was it. Again. Oh. I don't know if there's a good way to do it like that. Not the best way to see that, but let's read this first. Last will and testament. I, Charles Roberts, of address, being of sound mind, declare this codicil to my last will and testament, dated July 1st, effective June 21st. As of today, June 21st. Item... Article 6b of my will shall be modified to read: should a boy be born into the Roberts family that is of direct lineage to Charles Roberts, if he is the eldest son and no other contest, he shall inherit all the family's fortune upon Charles Roberts' passing. The sole condition to this is that the son must be at least 25 years of age. Item 2. Article 6a of my will shall be stricken in its entirety. The firstborn child of the Roberts family shall inherit 50% of all the family's fortune should Charles Roberts pass away. Article 11 shall be added to my will and shall read: Vincent Roberts, born of Charles Roberts and Sophia Miller on June 1st, 1975, shall be officially acknowledged as a family member of the Roberts family effective July 1st, 1975. Okay. July 31st, 1995. I cannot believe that Scott killed my wife. It's being spewed all over the media. How? Why? He loves Trisha, and I treated him like my own son. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, see, this makes it sound like the diary entry makes him not the suspect. Not the killer. August 13th, 1975. I visited Scott today. I asked him why he would kill Vivian. He did not answer, but simply looked down on the floor. I wanted an answer so desperately that I nearly rattled his neck. Does he even feel any guilt or remorse for what he's done? How could he not say anything? October 22nd. I visited Scott again today, knowing that he will be released soon. There just wasn't enough evidence to pin him. He looked thinner than before, but I didn't care. I wanted to know why he killed Vivian. When I asked, he stared at me. I was so angry that I yelled at him. I was about to leave, where out of nowhere he said, "I pity the ignorant." What the hell does that mean? November 2nd. I got drunk last night at the inn. Scott is now a free man. I think I babbled about how much I despise Scott and what I would do to have someone get rid of him. Did I really say that? How did I get home anyways? Oh right, Bernard was with me. He drove me home. So he did not know that Scott... Oh. So Bernard, I'm thinking, did kill Scott. Because hit the knife at what he... I don't know. He's worked with the Roberts family for a long time. Did Charles ever find out that Scott was his son? Because he inadvertently got his own son killed. First National Bank. I don't need that. Email password. Love. Trish. Date of birth. Yeah, see now, this you're fine with zeros here. Not the safe. Study room desk hint. Chess pieces. King slash knight. Queen. Bishop. Wait, was there something in the study room? I don't remember at all. Maybe, okay, I'm hoping that the study room will have the information, like maybe his last diary, to find out if he ever found out that Scott was his son. Biological. His long lost heir. Which, now you have nothing, sir. Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot about this. Like, completely forgot about it. I think there's anything here. That's a diary, that's a diary. Okay, so I think I got everything here. Just making sure. Just making sure. Don't know at all. Okay. Okay. One, I can delete this. Now this one. Chess pieces. Knight. King. Is it only a 3-digit code? Queen and bishop. Okay. Well, we have the knight piece here, which is a 5. The queen. So the bishop is here, which is a 9. And I guess this is... But then if it has the cross on it... Yeah, no. We have another bishop piece. A 1. Isn't this the rook? I don't know if this is the queen or not. I always confuse. Unless this here was the queen. I don't know if it's just a bad angle on the picture that I've taken. I thought this was a rook. But there is no mention of a rook. What is this? Huh. I have multiple chess pieces. Chess pieces. Wait, study room desk hint. K equals king or knight. Queen, Q equals queen. Wait, was there something else here? Okay, this is in my way. Oh. I did not see this at all. So, interesting. K, Q, B, K. Well, I'm gonna have to look at some of these pieces again because unless Because I mean, I don't know. It would make more sense that that is. It doesn't help that the bishop, there's like two possible. Well, at the very least, the knight I know for fact is a 5 because this little horsey here, there's only one of them, and that's a 5. I thought this was the king. So is this really the queen? I'm gonna have to... The shed's... There's a pawn as well for some reason. Oh no. Is this where I took this picture? I never actually picked up... Okay, interesting. I didn't bother taking a photo of the pawn. Okay. So let's establish right away the back shed here, if that is a rook. I just realized they just have a bench out here. Oh, no! Because that is a rook, then I can completely ignore that. Yeah, this is a rook, so there's no denying that as a rook. So that's just not on the table then. So, if that's a rook, unless I've forgotten how the queen is supposed to look, I'm pretty sure this is the king, because it's got the... I am worried right now that I've missed the chess piece somewhere. Right? Is this supposed to be the king? Oh my god. I'm gonna actually have to look up. Chess piece, difference between king and queen. So I think those always confuse me for some reason. Chess piece, king and queen. Yeah, okay, so the king is the crown. I'm like trying to... Okay. So this is the king, which is 4. Okay, so the code can either end with a 4 or a 5. The bishop is either a 9 or a 1. I'm not sure if I've seen the queen at all, though. It's very possible that I missed it. Is it somewhere in the master bedroom that I completely missed? I would hope not, but you never know. Mind you, it's not exactly a dark wooden color, so like the color tone completely differentiates itself from everything else. I did pick up this diary, right? Getting them from work. Stopping her from seeing Scott wrong. No, I've read that. Okay. There's nothing on this. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, just from the diary entries alone, I don't think Charles is the killer anymore. But that means, I don't know, his father Matthews. Who's left-handed? Bernard, are you left-handed? So I think I'm getting more and more the sense that Scott was killed because they thought he was the murderer. I'm very curious if Charles ever found out God. I don't know if this... I mean, there are things that I believe cannot even be unlocked. I definitely read that. Oh no, it's not that. I thought that was a diary page. Man, Charles, if you ever found out that, that Vivian planned the death of your mother. Charles is running for election. Okay. I mean, the other option is to just brute force. Because I now don't have... Oh. What throws me off is that there was multiple pieces for the bishop, right? But some of these make more sense than others. Like, why in the world would a chess piece be inside Trisha and Co's? Yeah. I just really want to know whether or not Charles found out that Scott was his son. Sorry, I'm just kind of having a quick check in here. Mind you, I don't think I've seen any other chess piece. So I can potentially try to brute force this. Because at least we've limited down the number range for the combination. It's just the, this could be 9, this could be 1. Actually, sorry, let's take a look at the picture that we've got. So the 9 comes from this. From the little loot box that... But unless that was like one of the pieces from Trisha or Scott... That's the only thing I can think of why it would be in the time capsule. The other one, the other bishop, was in here. And this clearly looks like a rook to me. Because he had the pawn, right? So there are like pieces here that just don't add up. I'm gonna try 1. If I tried the... Actually, I'm just curious. That pawn. 2. I'm wondering if I could, like... If pawn is 2 and rook is 7, then that means there is no 2 or 7. Right? Yeah, wait. Because this actually limits my option then. Because if, I don't know, if bishop is 1 or 9, I can't have 5 or 4. And mind you, I can also have to try the reverse of this. So 1, I don't know with the bishop, just because there's 2 of them, I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, can you have multiple numbers? 1, 2, there's no 3, there's no 6, and there's no 8. Okay. This 9 is throwing me off. The 2 bishops throw me off. I mean, should I base it on that? If, like, I don't know, yeah, there's no reason for it to be that way. That it can't be any of these possible solutions. I'm just like, where in the world have I seen the queen chess piece, if I've seen it at all? I opened it. It was 5194. Okay. So the queen was a 1. Brute force, everybody. Brecker Investigation Service. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a... July 7th, to Charles Roberts. Upon your request, we investigated Andrew Reed and Henry Johnson's death. Due to confidentiality agreements with our sources, we are unable to reveal the true nature of their deaths. Suffice to say, both of them did not die of said accidents, so we dug deeper. We found out that Andrew and Henry were both related to the disappearance of Sophia Miller and the deaths of Magdalena Roberts 20 years ago. Oh, he did find out. What really happened to Sophia, we do not know as of now. However, some evidence was brought to light regarding Magdalena Roberts' death. We talked to a retired nurse who used to work at the Painscreek Community Hospital. Although she preferred to remain anonymous, according to her, she came across a note while cleaning Dr. Johnson's office. In it, Dr. Johnson stated that the prescription was lethal and to be administered only to Magdalena, and the dosage has to be precise or it will not work. No one else should intake it. A letter was made out to your wife, Vivian Roberts, according to the note. If you would like for us to stop this investigation, let us know at your earliest convenience. Otherwise, we will continue to find out the truth about Sophia's disappearance. Oh boy. February 3rd, 1996, to Charles Roberts. Our investigation was initially promising. We interviewed possible witnesses who might know something about Sophia's disappearance. Months later, however, we are nowhere near knowing what happened to Sophia. We searched through all the states for any possible trace, but to no avail. What we can conclude at this time is that the main cause of Sophia's disappearance has to do with Andrew, Henry, and Vivian. Now that they are gone, we are unable to get the truth about what really happened to Sophia. If you prefer, we can still continue the search. However, the results look bleak. We have posted rewards for any information regarding Sophia, hoping that it's just a matter of time before someone with real information steps up. For the time being, we suggest that you wait. Should anything emerge, you will be the first to know. November 18th, 1995. Months ago, right before Vivian was killed, I confronted her about Mom's death. She said she didn't know anything about it. She only administered the medicine as provided by Dr. Johnson. She was lying. I could see it in her eyes. She was scared and she was hiding her fear. I know that Vivian was never completely truthful with me, but I still have no proof yet. She never liked Mom, but I wouldn't have thought her capable of killing her own mother-in-law. I know that she had something to do with what happened to Mom and Sophia, but what can I do? She was my wife after all, and now... Vivian is dead. So is Scott. Now Trisha is dead too. Is this my punishment for the affair I had 20 years ago? Sir, trust me, this was not your fault. It... Ugh. Affair? Yes. Morally, not so good. But, murder. You're going way farther. Okay. I can clearly get rid of some photos. Now I can get rid of all the chess pieces. That I do not know. There's no power or internet computer access. I'll keep it just in case, but yes, you know what? Just keep it for the account number. So that doesn't leave me with much. So all the chess pieces, we found out what that was for. Bernard has to be the one who killed Scott. I don't see any other option. Happily ever after. Okay. So I know I'm at a impasse again. Because there is something I'm missing. I finished Charles's story. Damn, so I'm guessing I can only take from that he never actually found out that Scott was his son. Which I don't know if that would be more painful or... I'm literally trying to decide, like, is it better off that he didn't know? Because literally now, all of his family, daughter and son, have died. Is this anything? Is there something here that I have not opened yet? Did I read this? I don't think I did. What? I don't recall this. Interview with Dorothy, interview with Mary tomorrow. Have I read this? Wanting me to show some files. I found a hidden panel in the inn's reception area. It's part of the counter and hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners. There's some interesting stuff they hide in there. I did not read this at all. I found a hidden panel in the inn's reception area. It's part of the counter. Sorry, I read that as corner. It's part of the counter. It's hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners. Oh my god. I literally did not open this top drawer. And I didn't read it. Is this what I need? It's part of the counter in one of the corners? I thought, oh, maybe it was just that. What do you mean by... It's part of the counter. I mean, this is the ground. This is not the counter. Is this it? This looks like... Which, where? The inn's reception area, it's parts of the counter. It's hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners. Okay, the latch is placed at one of the corners. God, this is actually going to have to be split up into 2 sets because I'm lost. I don't... They say the latch, though, which... See, this makes the most sense to me. Oh, this bottle... I don't like that this bottle's in the way. Like... Yeah, here's the problem I'm having. What latch? I don't see any sort of latch whatsoever. Oh, you know what? This entire time I never actually turned on the lights in this room. Is it maybe here? No, but it said the counter. And if there's any place for hidden compartment, that looks like the main place. But I don't know where this latch is. At all. It's not like I can't use my tools. The latch is at the corner. Corner of what? The compartment? Doesn't help that these are here, so it's gonna throw me off a slight bit. It's part of the counter. Oh, damn it. I don't know, like there's a slight... Oh. Just a bunny. I thought they said it was part of the counter. I'm so annoyed. March 20th, 1997. There's a private investigator in town by the name of Steve Moss. Rumor has it that someone hired him to investigate Vivian's death after the police ceased their own search. It's tragic that Vivian's murder case was never solved. April 9th, 1997. I saw Matthew today while he was cleaning the church. He looked thinner than he used to be. We talked for a bit. He told me that he will be leaving Painscreek soon as his services won't be needed here anymore. I think the recent deaths in Painscreek affected him tremendously, not to mention the tragedy that befell his adopted son, Scott. Even now, no one knows what really happened. None of the cases were ever solved. Sometimes I wonder if Scott did kill Vivian, or was he just unfortunate and wrongly accused. April 14, 1997. Mr. Moss came by today. He decided to question me, see if I know anything he hadn't already learned. I told him everything I legally could. When asked how his investigation went, he said something about an incident that happened in 1975, which might just be the breakthrough that he needed. As he left, I could not help but wonder if it had anything to do with the mansion maid who left Painscreek. Well, is this it? Okay, stomach. My stomach just growled. Well, this one. That doesn't... We mean it kept interesting things. That was not an interesting thing. Unless there's something to this bunny I don't know about. I'm very annoyed right now. I thought I was making some sort of headway, but this is just... someone's random diary. the innkeeper's random diary that I just do not care for at all. But is this a secret panel? I was so sure it was this. I was confused because there's like, it's part of the counter area. I'm like, is this the counter area? Unless there's like, unless there's multiples, right? But, I'm frustrated. I want it to be this. I need something else because there is nothing else. I don't know what else to do now. Because thus far, everything... I have Bernard's desk drawer to open, but I can't because apparently I don't have all the photos yet. I mean, unless there's been updates and changes to the game. Because apparently... there's... some things have been moved around. I was hoping there would be something more. Because Steven's like, they hold some interesting things. What, a clock and a bunny besides the diary? I literally do not know what else. Is something written there? It makes it look like there's writing, but I don't... It's not really legible enough for me to actually see. Nothing else to this bunny? Come on, Steven. Tell me, Steven. What the hell else? See, the only thing is like that bottle. So I just did not know. And then this. Is that it? That's all you have? It's part of the counter. So I guess I thought it was the main counter they're talking about, but it was just a different counter. I don't understand. There's literally nothing in there. I mean, I've looked this all to hell, so I don't see... Okay. I'm going to look up about this thing to see if maybe... I don't know. I just want to see whether or not the guide I'm looking at, if there is maybe some discrepancy depending on the different versions of the game. Letterbox... Okay, so the hidden compartment in reception area just has the innkeeper's logbook, which doesn't really amount to much, to be honest. Here we go. How to unlock the glove compartment. The car Steve Moss's, there's a note saying that he wants to look at some files. Access to filing cabinet is sheriff's outpost? What? Access to the filing cabinet? So there was something in there. What did I miss? And more importantly, how am I supposed to... Because apparently the cabinet is so tall that I couldn't even see. Okay. You know what? After I see what it is, I'm gonna assume it's the key to the glove compartment, but oh my god. Yeah, I guess I didn't look as well as I thought I did. Okay. See, this is the issue I'm having right now. I can't... If it was access to the filing cabinet, my issue is that I can't see. It's on the bottom? No. Why would access to the filing cabinet... I'm so lost. My issue right now is that I can read this, but I can't... Hold on, I need to recheck that. To unlock the glove compartments of the black car in front of Anne's Inn, required access to filing cabinet and sheriff's outpost. So I have to assume it is this. So unless there is a clue. Oh my god. Yeah, this is just about the crack in Vivian's skull. But... What? Okay, I might have to check a different guide, or... Like, either they moved it or something to a different location. Because this ain't it. Did I not open this, or could I not open it until like... What? I'm so lost. Did I swear to God, I thought I tried to open that before. Because I know I tried all these ones. Did I not try these ones? Or could I not actually... Oh, I couldn't... Okay. In my head, this cabinet was just for this part, but it literally gives me access to all the drawers. I thought I opened it before. I must be thinking of a different filing cabinet or a different area. Vivian Roberts' murder case record of alibi. Interview record. Recorded July 25th, 1995. I wasn't here when my wife was killed. I left for New York on July 18th to attend a conference meeting that was supposed to last for 3 days. I was supposed to be back on the weekend. On the morning of July 20th, however, I received a phone call from our butler, Bernard, informed me that Vivian had been murdered. I could not believe what I heard. I cut short my trip and immediately came back to Painscreek. July 25th, 1995. Matthew Brooks. Interview to Matthew Brooks. There is an annual religious gathering event in Hartford where pastors from different churches in our state's vicinity meet and discuss what we can do to help our society. The event started on July 18th and ran for 5 days, so it ended on July 23rd. I represent Painscreek Trinity Church at the event. Our church can confirm this because we had to cancel our Sunday service that week. July 25th, Bernard Hopkins. I was preparing for the fundraising event when I felt sick. However, there was no one who can really do my job, so I kept working. At about 9 in the evening, I was too sick to continue, so I bid Vivian good night and headed back home. Dorothy Patterson saw me leave. No, there's no one else that lives there. I live alone. Dorothy Patterson, yes, Bernard was not feeling well that day, so he left slightly earlier than usual. However, he finished his work before he left. When I saw how sick he appeared, I wondered how he could have kept on working. Well, I guess that's why the Roberts family trusts him so much. Me, I was around the mansion most of the time, either preparing the food or making sure that the other maids were doing their jobs. The fundraising event, which was to be held the following day, was important to Vivian, so we were all making sure that everything would be perfect. By the time Mary left, it was already past midnight. I locked the doors and went home myself. No, I live alone. My name is Mary Martinez. I have been working in the kitchen for the past few days for the upcoming fundraising event. Jimmy's Bakery was supposed to deliver the cakes, but a few days before the event, they called to inform us that they can't make it. Suddenly, I was in charge of the cakes. I was so mad because we didn't have much time, and this event was supposed to be extremely crucial for Vivian's business. But after hearing that Vivian was murdered, all my anger and work just sort of became irrelevant. Derek Tyler. I remember dropping Mr. Roberts off at the airport on July 18th at around 2 p.m. I was supposed to come back after that to drive around for Vivian, but she told me to take a break since I haven't had a day off for quite some time. I decided to visit a friend of mine who was moving upstate to West Dakota. What sort of friend? An elementary school buddy that used to live here, but moved when he received a scholarship. I stayed at his place for a few days before coming back to Painscreek. Yes, he can vouch for me. I have his number at home. I can give it to you later. Derek never gave me the number. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to assume this entire cabinet, all of it was locked. And for some reason, just because the way the drawers are, my brain is like, oh, it's only the first one that you haven't opened. But really is the entirety of the cabinet. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to end the set here. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to edit this down. But, yes. Thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys. See ya!